Hello, all my kings and beauty queens. How are my brothers and sisters doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I truly do. I just pray that God heal you in the name of Jesus. I pray that God make you as comfortable as possible, whatever issue you have going on in the name of Jesus. I truly pray that prayer for anybody who's not feeling well. And with that being said, I got to thank my A1s from day ones. I appreciate you guys so very much for continue to support my channel. Every day I'm starting to see my numbers grow and grow, and I truly appreciate you guys so very much. I thank all the subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much, because if it was not for you all, I would not be where I am today when it comes to YouTube. So I thank y'all very much. And all my viewers, I thank you all too. So don't forget to hit share, like, definitely leave a comment. And with that being said, I'm pretty much going to be talking about a lot of stuff that's on the little dome. Okay, so I'm a piggyback on what I was my video yesterday, this morning. And it was basically, just talking about all the stuff that's going on with Latrese, and to me, even though I don't know her, but my heart really go out to people who is getting bullied. And it's like I always been like that, since high school. I always been that girl who just did not like bullies. I did not like people picking on somebody. I did not like that. And when I see it going on, and it's just so different now because it's with grown-ups, and so it's just a little different now. And it's like you can't tell a grown person. You can mention some things, but it's harder for you to try to make a change when it comes to grown folks. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to continue to be positive, continue my positive channel. Don't let it get to me too much, but at the end of the day, she's a person. Treese is a person, and regardless how she live her life, that's her life. How I live my life, it's my life. How you live your life, it's your life. And just imagine somebody just nitpicking on everything you do only because you on social media. It don't give nobody a right to nitpick like that. It's okay to say if you see something, because it is social media and people going to say what they want to say, and it's cool. People say what you say, but how they go about it, that's my thing. I believe that's my thing. How they go about it, how they go about it, and it seems like they loving it, and it's like, it's to me, I know that I could not associate in real life with people like that, because I just don't. It's not that I'm better than nobody, because Lord knows, in the real world, y'all see me, y'all be like, dang, cat off the chain, as in having fun, and like just have fun, but not being no snooty kind of person. That's never how I was, and never will I be that way. I just like to have fun, to show love, and just to be me, you know what I'm saying? And when I see these people daily, the same people daily on YouTube, and people say don't look at that kind of stuff, but sometimes you have to. If you want to know how people really is in the world and what our children is around, you have to look at some of this stuff. Even though your heart, you probably really don't want to look at too much of it, but you do look at it, because this is real. This is the real world. This is not a joke. This is not TV. These are people. They TV. At least you can say on TV they acting. These people is showing their true colors, and it's sad. It is sad when these women is showing this who they are. Like I say, my video. When people see me in real life, this is what you see is what you get. This is me. This who I am. And to know that these people on YouTube who's making them channel, it's like that is who these people are. What comes out of the mouth is in the heart. And it's like, wow, that's them. It is so many of them. It's so many of them. With the people agreeing to it, and and a lot of people on my page, and the people who is upset and have their imaginary beef with Trees, they come on my page and be like, why don't you just tell her how to live? you're supposed to live. Well, at the end of the day, people might need to tell me how I need to live because we all have flaws. None of us is perfect. Behind closed doors, none of us is perfect. She just living her life to the public for all to see. And I'm not going to judge her about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difference when when somebody who's living their own life. This girl is literally living her own life. And it's just so many, you can tell it's something about her because look at all the people who's interested, who see, and I'm really baffled because I see bully with children and but to actually it's like look at this and you just sit back and look at these people video and be like, wow, look at this lady, listen to her. And it's just amazing that these people sit down for hours on live and then they say on my not on the video but one of the videos, a couple of the videos, they was like, and look how long Treese was doing the video. She was doing it for hours. Okay, that one time she probably did it for hours about that same subject, but look at you guys how these YouTubers do it daily, 1 hour, 2 hours, several times a week about the same thing. I'm not going to roll off everything they talk about because they've been talking about it for 6 months, probably longer than 6 months. And it's crazy. Yeah, y'all, since I'm off, guys, tonight and I'm off tomorrow day from my day job, y'all see me sipping on some Barefoot sweet red wine blend, California smooth and sweet. So this is my first sip of it, guys. So cheers. Oh, it's so good too. Yeah, so but yeah, guys, it's just crazy. And I'm trying to see it, like I'm not going live because my phone just turn off like I did my video yesterday. Y'all see how at the end it just turned off. So I'm letting y'all know in advance it might just turn off. So I don't know what's going on. I went to um Boost and they did something to it, so it might last a little longer. But if it cut off in advance, mwah, I love you guys and happy New Year's, if I don't do a video tomorrow. But speaking of tomorrow Friday, me and my sister will be heading to Miami. We will be heading to Miami, so I'm gonna be driving. And if she feel like driving, she can drive, but we're going to have some fun. So that's why I said, don't judge me, because we might be on live. And, I'm going to have me some fun in the Miami, baby. So, yeah, so we're going to be having a good time. Yeah. But, yeah, so when it comes to what's going on with Latrese, and with these other people with their spirits, the only thing that we can do is still give your opinion, still talk, still speak on the positivity. You have to. You have to continue, because if you don't change everybody, it's one person who might listen to your positive video and they might change their hearts. So don't say you're going to stop doing your videos. Just keep it positive how you normally keep it and just continue your videos. Don't give up now. Don't give up. You still got other content to do. You still got other content. Still do your other content, but still just have your opinion about what's going on. Don't let the negative channel just take over the whole YouTube with that messy mess. Don't let them just take over with that messy mess. That's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And it's like, let me tell y'all like this. Let me tell y'all on the real. And I know people say, well, that's your business. And it is my business. But one of the main reasons I did not find a church home yet, because I know without a shadow of a doubt, the majority of these women who's doing these videos, speaking of Treese on a daily, every other day, once a week, but always speaking on Treese and name calling her, that's one of the reasons that I don't want to go into a church home. I have God in my heart. I read the Bible. I've read the Bible 3 times in my whole lifetime. 3 times. The first time I read it, I just read it just because everybody was like, read the Bible, you should read the Bible. So I just read it from to Genesis to Revelation. And I understand still some stuff, but it's a lot. You would never understand the whole entire Bible. And then the second time I read it, I just read it because I was getting interested because I read it the first time and I liked the stories. And so the third time, and I started taking little notes, but the third time I read it, it took me a longer time because I was older and I was getting more of an understanding of what the Bible was saying. And I started enjoying reading the Bible and learning who God was for myself. So and the thing is, I know who God is. I know what he expects of me, and I know that I'm not perfect. I know I'm going to fall short of the glory of God. I know it's going to be some things that I'm not going to do always to please him. But my thing is to intentionally, when you know what you're going to do and you do it, that's when I feel like you dead wrong. And these women who get on here and call Latrese these names, who go in for of her whole life, pick up every flaw that she have, it's just like they know they doing this, and it's like I don't believe some people have the Holy Spirit in them. I don't, and then some people don't have the Holy Spirit in them. Something is called common sense. Something is called a conscience. If I sat there and called these ladies names, oh, she this, oh, she that, oh, look at how she look, oh, look at her shape, oh, look at this, I would feel so bad. Some would like, girl, stop what you doing. And then if my kids was to hear that, they'd be like, Mom, for real? I'm telling you, my kids have such a mature mind. For me to do something childish like these people doing, constantly talking bad about individually. See, if they was in the room, they don't even have to be in the living room with me. If they was in the room and they hear me doing anything like these people, they would not. I cannot see my children just stand in the room while I go in like that on somebody and they won't come out and be like, what's going on, Ma? I can't see my kids not be like, Ma, what's really? Come on, Ma, you don't got to do that. I know my children. And for these women, sorry, y'all, but for these women to put their face, I can't understand that. I would be so embarrassed. I'd be like, if I did it one time, if I all of a sudden did it one time and start going on in on somebody, I'd be like, I'm finna go delete this the next time. I delete it so fast, I would be so embarrassed. But these people willingly, consciously make these videos and not embarrassed. Well, like I say, everybody's cut from a different cloth. So it's like, really, when they say to each his own, to each his own, to each his own. But yeah, y'all, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, guys. It's getting like, it's getting crazy, and it's getting sad. It's getting sad because lawyers, police, they have too much to do already. It's some people out here thinking about committing suicide. It's some people who did commit suicide. It's some people out here who's getting beat up by their husband or their wives. It's somebody who just in the hospital in terminal. It's storms is going on that it's destroying people's homes and life. It's so much that's going on with the economy, just so much going on. And these people just sit there and want to pick on Latrese every day, all day. It's just sad. It just so, it just does something to my spirit. And it's like, Kathy, you got to say something. You have to be a voice. Even if you cannot change everybody, somebody going to say, you know what she's saying? It is somebody. The thought, at least, if they don't change, because some people will know I'm right, but the love of money will continue to have them doing what they do, because people really in a tight. People looking for stimulus checks. People looking to rob Peter to pay Paul. People is desperate. And like I had did that video that skit when I had that flyer out as though if you're looking for a job, all you have to do is talk negative about Latrese, and that's what they doing. Because I know in real life they would not be doing this for free. They wouldn't. And with me, what I'm doing, I do this. I literally take up, especially in school, I take up for people. I don't fight them. I just talk to the person, like be they become their friend, because nobody deserves what Latrice going through. Nobody. I don't care how she lived her life. Nobody deserves what Latrice is going through. Nobody. Nobody. And I know these women who's doing this, if that was somebody in their family who was getting picked on, I don't care. And somebody, when I said this last time, some people, a lady had wrote, but she didn't have her face, so I think it just was somebody who just been a little silly. But she said, well, if that was my kid, she'll get what she get if she put it out there. Listen, in real life, I know for a fact if this was somebody else, Treese was, I ain't gonna say Treese, if some of these YouTubers, if it was their children or their family member who was getting dogged by the majority of people on who look at this, by the majority of YouTubers getting talked about for how they live in their life, they can't tell me they'll be cool with that. That's why I know it's about the money, because I know nobody's not going to tell me that these YouTubers will be okay if somebody did that to them and their family member. What if the script was flipped? And all these YouTubers who's doing tricks like that, suppose it was somebody who came out the woodwork, don't give a darn about nothing, don't mind going in on these people, and just came and just dogged these women out. How y'all think these women feel? And what if it just was just a whole bunch of them doing that? They wouldn't feel good about it. They would not feel good about it. And so it's like, it got to stop. It really do have to stop. It's not making sense. It really is not making sense. I mean, it's getting sad. I can't. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe that these women is doing this. And let me get back to the point where I say I'm not cause of this now, because I being was trying to find a church home, and when I did find one, the energy in there, you can tell by me being a godly person, you can tell if God is in there. You will know. When I went to one church, my older sister got me going to a church, and when they did praise and worship, mind you, I'm telling you, when during the beginning of it, I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing that. But while I was doing the praise and worship, my hands up and just praising the Lord, tears, silent tears just was coming down, just pouring down my eyes, pouring down my eyes. I didn't even come in there being sad about nothing. It just all of a sudden when we was in those songs and how they sing so quiet and they tell everybody just do some praise, tears just all just was coming nonstop, just tears. I felt so good in that church. I love to go to a church where I know it's filled with the Holy Spirit. I love that. I love that. I love to go to a church that got an awesome choir. I mean, when I go to a church, I got to be moved. If I'm not moved and I know I'm a godly person, I know I'm born again, I know I got baptized, and if a church can't move me, that's not the church for me. I have to feel it. I have to know that God is in that church. I have to. And I will know once I step in that church. So, like I said, I've been to a lot of churches, visit, but I did not find a church home. But I want to try to find a church home. But Lord knows, if I was to go to a church and see any of these women in that church, guess what? I'm going out the door. I will literally walk out that church. If I see any of these women and I visit some state, some city, whatever, and I go and walk in the church and I see any of these women, I will be like, hey, YouTuber, and just walk on out. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let me not be. That's being messy. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. But no, seriously, I think I walk out that church because obviously the church that they go to ain't doing nothing for them. Obviously the church that they go to ain't doing nothing because the church normally, would not accept nothing like that with people down and people going off on somebody who they don't know, like really going in on that on treats like that, how they going in. And and it's so funny. What's funny? It's funny when they be like, you just like us. I be like, you know what? Believe what you want to believe. I just don't even entertain it. Every time I hear them say that, I'm like, okay, okay, we just alike, okay. But it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, this said, I feel so sorry for that girl. Not that girl, for Treese. I feel so bad for her. Lord knows I do. It's just heartbreaking what you start off doing so well, and she's still doing well. Don't get me wrong, but when she came on this thing, on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, doing her thing, being happy, having fun, being herself. And I know a lot of people make mistakes in the world. She probably had her mistakes. She had her shares of mistakes like we all have. I had my shares of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But you got to live and learn. And sometimes you will want some corrections, but you want correction out of love. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that correction for somebody who beating you up, calling you all these dirty names, all these nasty names, PH, just like, come on, these are ladies. When y'all look at this stuff, y'all don't look at these women on here as like ladies. Do y'all still see these women as being women? It's just like I don't see when I see it, and I just sit back and, like I said, don't get me wrong, everybody I know is cut from different cloth. It just like when I see it, I be literally have my wig off, be in my pajamas, and just like looking, I be like, wow, wow. And they go on and on to a point, after a while, you just have to shut it off. You just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm over this. No. And the thing is, when it comes to the trees, they are looking and talking about Latrese life. So when we look at Latrese, we are looking at Latrese life and not talking negative about Latrese life. But these people looking at Latrese and going in so hard on this lady. And it's like crazy. Hold on, y'all. So yeah, so the only thing I can ask you guys to do is like daily. I went and it don't have to be at night, daily at night, while you walking, while you driving. Just keep Latrice in y'all prayer. Latrice ain't a bad person. Everybody have they faults. Everybody. Latrice is doing big things. Latrice is making her money. Latrice ain't bothering nobody. Latrice don't call these people names. If she do, it ain't no mean names. She'll say, yeah, they funny looking. She still have that much of class instead of calling people some real bad names. She'll say, yeah, they funny looking, something like that. And she, I just couldn't see myself being in her shoes because if I was, if I was in Latrice's shoes, I could say I can deal with it if I was not a Christian, because all of them get cussed out, like nonstop cussed out. So the best way that I can deal with these people as a Christian is just keep doing my positive videos like this. But if I wasn't a Christian, it'd be like that'd be like you can get them, really, like get them how you want to get them, because you can cuss them out, you can do what you want to do, and you won't feel bad about it. But being a Christian, you got to say, okay, I can't handle it this way. Let me say what I have to say, and then let God deal with them, because they really think that Latrice is the bad person. And it's like, y'all, do y'all know this is Latrice's life? Y'all know that now. Do y'all know that that is Latrice's life, that y'all so mad about? So that's why I call it imaginary beef, because it's so many of them, so many of the avatars, so many of them who dislike trees. And it's something in their brain that allowing them to get this mad at trees. It's like, what is triggering you guys' brain to get so upset with a person you never touched, you never talked to face, um, who you really don't know? How is it that y'all so mad that every day you got to talk about this person? They say, "Oh, I do reaction, so this is what I do." As though they got a right to do it. As though they have a right to say what they saying. Cause they doing the reaction. I'm doing the reaction. I ain't dogging it out. I'm doing the reaction. I ain't even dogging these people out. I'm just saying how wrong their spirit is. It's messy and it's wrong. It's childish. It's period. It's just period. And anybody who wants to see these videos, and you was to ask anybody, if you was to get like people who did not know what's going on, if you was to get had a big auditorium where everybody sat in the room who did not know anything about Latrese and all these YouTubers, the negative people and the positive channels, and you sit them all in the auditorium and you look at it like you in a movie theater, and you play all these people videos, and then at the end they say, "What's all this about?" And then you introduce Latrese and what she got on. I pretty much introduce Latrese and what her story is. Introduce Latrese and her story from beginning 2014 to 2021. Don't show all the videos, but give a little spiel about who Latrese is. Speak on some things that she did do that was wrong. The things that she did was wrong, and the things she did was right, and the things that she did was giving and loving and caring. And then show all these people videos to the auditorium of men, women. And what would y'all say? What y'all think them people? Who do y'all think these people will agree with? I truly, in my mind, I would put money on it. If it was 100 people in that room, the majority of people would not agree with these people. Some of them would say some things like they say, well, if she put it out there, then she got the right to be dog. Or some people probably say, well, if she put it out there, you can say what you have to say, but you don't have to do the name calling. Come on. But I just don't get it. This is just crazy to me. This is so unbelievable. That's why I think I'm so invested and interested in it, because in real life we see this with children, but we don't see this with adults. I don't see this with adults. I see it for a little while back in the day when we was like in our early teens, and when we was in our early 20s. You seen it back in the day, but back then, and I'm not encouraging this, I'm telling you guys how I seen this bullying stuff. You seen it in the streets. When some girl, they have their group of girls, and eventually it's that time. They fight it out. And I'm just keeping it real. Let me put this disclaimer. I'm not encouraging any violence at all. I'm just speaking on some things that kind of have something to do with what's going on when it come to bullying, attacking somebody's character, all that kind of stuff. So I'll put that out there. But everybody know, even in school, when something go down, that person will talk so much trash, and then, okay, you just wait till we get off the bus, the last day of school. What happened? A fight. And that way they show who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see this a lot in adults. I don't see this. And so that's why people say, well, in the comments, why you keep looking? It's interesting to see grown folks behaving like this, all involved in somebody else's life like this. It's very interesting. And so with that being said, everybody, I don't know when this phone is going to cut off. It's almost on 30 minutes. So before it cut off, I want to respectfully say good night. Thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And by the way, I'm going to Miami tomorrow. So whoever want to gift me, whoever want to donate to my Cash App, I'm going to give it to you guys. Money sign, free to be me 71. So if you want to donate, gift me for my trip, I appreciate it in advance. So with that being said, everybody, keep Latrese in your prayer. You have to. The devil is busy attacking spirits. Y'all just don't understand. He makes stuff look so as though it's not wrong. So what word would you say? Oh, he's so conning. He's a con. He is so deceiving. He is so sneaky. Where he do stuff that where people won't know what they're getting themselves into, and it's become a trap. You know, just like if you go to a club and it's thick of the thick, because people entertained, these negative people live subscribers views are thick of the thick because people love the drama. They love it. They interested in it. They want to see what's going on. I'm interested in it, but not the drama. It just like, I'm gonna say it like this: like the housewives, you know that's full of drama. People look at it, but we have our favorite characters. Some people like Nene Leakes, some people don't like her. It's so many people on that show. Some people say, oh, I like her. Oh, I don't like her. Oh, I like Candy. Oh, I don't like her. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to YouTube, people watch it. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. Some people who say they don't watch it, maybe they don't. But they look at skippies. They look at something. I believe that. I truly believe that in my heart. Some people are looking, but the ones who say they don't look, I believe some of them do look. But I'm not gonna hide it and say I don't. I do look at some of it. I can't look at all of it because it get too much. Sometimes they be like, oh, this enough, you know. But with that being said, everybody, I love you. Subscribe, share, like, and have a blessed night. Mwah. Peace.